Arizona sucks. Fuck Arizona.
Ashton Janikowski, he's always been a fat ass.
Says up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
It's time for the Sideline Study.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sideline Study. Today is October 8th, 2018, and it was a exhausting day for me yesterday. As yesterday was my first time cooking a turkey, and boy, that thing was a beast to cook. Holy jeez. Went with my father's instructions about the turkey. Okay, so here's what we did yesterday. It was for Thanksgiving. We celebrate in the second week of October here in Canada because of the harvesting time. And so I was on Saturday having fun with the turkey, trying to defrost it. So I brought it on as a guest on Derailed Podcast. It was fun. And then I put it in the sink for overnight. And then in the morning, I went to Walmart and tried picking up a turkey. Well, it was turkey tin trays, and they were totally sold out. So I got all the fucking things for the turkey except for the thing to put the turkey in. How fucking stupid is that? Okay, so I called my father up. I was like, "Hey, happy Thanksgiving. I fucked up." That's basically what I did. So I had a conversation with him. I said, well, I know it's your anniversary. You guys are doing something later on for Thanksgiving dinner. But do you guys have an extra base tray for turkey? He's like, oh, well, I got to go pick up some things for the turkey anyways. Here, I'll just come grab you and we'll go grab some stuff for your turkey. So that's what he did. He came and grabbed me in the morning, and I went with him. We traveled all the way to where I was at Hope, and we just like sat in the car, just had some talks. It's been a while since I've seen my father, or talked to my father actually. We went to the grocery store, picked up some stuff, and then as soon as we got to the house, he showed me how to stuff the turkey. So this is what we did with the turkey, ladies and gentlemen. We took butter, lots of butter. This is very key, butter. This guy, and then we mix all the butter everywhere, coat the entire turkey with butter. Okay, very important. It's got to be covered in butter. And then you mix it with basil, actually. So we mix basil inside the butter, and then we put it over the turkey. And what next? I'm just thinking all the steps. I'm trying to think back. This is where I need my memo book with me. I always forget shit, and I'm really fucking high. This is perfect for the show. What next? So we stuffed it with onions and lemons, a full lemon, and you cut it into 4 wedges. And the onion you cut it into little pieces, and then you stuff the turkey, just like not like diced, but like just chopped, and then stuff it with the turkey. And you gotta make sure don't do the onions too small either. Very important. You don't do that. It's just because you gotta scoop it all out after. So try and make it, not too big, but at least like 8 like little squares. You stuff it with those 2, and then you stuff it with sage, rosemary, thyme. That was fucking awesome. And then you put the most important thing about the turkey was the bacon. The motherfucking bacon. Another goddamn poultry tasted good on another poultry. That's what I'm talking about. Bacon. You cover the breasts of the bacon, or the turkey, with bacon. So you make sure you cover from the top of it, all the way from the neck, all the way to the leg, down the breast. So yeah, it's like It's like feeling a girl, or feel a spouse, whatever. I don't know. It's like, but for me, I'm like, yeah. Well, did they like being cuddled, right? Hopefully. So I just, you treat that turkey right. That's all I'm saying. All right, moving on. God. Yeah. So and then after that, so what you make sure is what very important is with the skin, when you cover it with butter, you actually have to lift up a piece of the skin at the very back of it where the neck is, and there's like a little gap that you can put like butter balls into, and you make sure you put a spoon and you like make sure the skin doesn't fully come off the turkey, like it doesn't rip apart. You gotta make sure it's like building a cavity inside the turkey skin. So it was really cool. So you put those butter balls with garlic inside to make sure all the inside of the turkey gets cooked, right? Oh yeah. And then you throw it in the oven at 450 after it's done preheating. Oh, no, not 450, but 425. You do that for half an hour, and then you turn the heat down to 350, and you just let it sit there for 2 hours straight, tented. And then after an hour, you check up on the turkey, see how it's doing. You uncover it, and then for the last like hour or two, you keep it uncovered for the turkey to make sure that you get that crisp on the top of the turkey, because you don't want it completely all moist on the inside. But the point of the tenting was to keep all the moisture, I think, on the inside to make it all nice and juicy. But you want to make sure you crisp up the top of the turkey as well, right? So that is the purpose of why we did that. So after it was done, I took it out, but this turkey, holy fuck, this thing was a beast. The normal cookie time on the instructions and everything. We slipped it back in for another. Holy shit, we put it in at 1 o'clock, and the reason why I didn't finish my live blog is because the turkey didn't get done until 8. So this was a fucking badass to kill. It put up a good fight, but I won. It was a glorious victory. I didn't want to give up until I was victorious. I kept going. I called my father up. I was like, all right, am I doing this right? So he's like, no. I checked our turkey because we did it at the same time, and we had to put it back in the oven as well, so that means yours definitely. So you had to put it in longer than his, because he actually got like a 7.1 kilogram turkey. So that's like, I don't know, it's maybe about 15 pounds. It's pounded or something less. So I don't know my fucking math. I don't care. Everybody make fun of my intelligence. Go fuck yourselves. All right. And then after, so after it was done cooked, I was prepping all the stuff. I made mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. So shout out to my Patreon member Ray Sean. You are the man, Ray Sean. Tell me how to cook mashed potatoes. Although it's pretty fucking simple. It's just you boil them instead of microwaving them. And I actually peeled them. Usually my dad is really fucking lazy, so he would just get the brown potatoes and then just poke holes in them and then put them in the microwave and then just use that. So Ray Sean was like, no, that's not how you're doing it for Thanksgiving, right? He's like, that's right. So he told me, it's like, yeah, you mash those little bitches and you peel them. So that's what I did. Peeling fucking potatoes takes a lot of fucking effort, man. That's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's like, it takes so much fucking time. So after like fucking peeling 6 potatoes for about half an hour straight, I don't know if I just suck at peeling or just it takes a long time to peel a potato. But it was a pain in the ass to do that for half an hour. So, but everything else is cooking, like the frozen veggies. I can't afford like getting good veggies right now, so I can only get like the bag veggies and frozen. So did that, and then I had stovetop stuffing, cornbread. Oh yeah. Now I think I think the stovetop stuffing is the only thing that doesn't feel good on my stomach, because it's like I've been trying to make stovetop stuffing. I don't think it's working. How can I fuck up for not cooking stovetop stuffing? That is ridiculous. But yeah, it's like I tried doing the turkey one. My stomach didn't feel good after. It's like, what the hell, did I do it wrong? It's just water in this package and butter. It's like, what did I do wrong? Why does my stomach feel weird after eating this stuff? I don't know if it's normal or not. But yeah, and then what else did I make? Yeah, mashed potatoes, frozen veggies, and stuffing, and okay, so the gravy. It was so important. Oh my god, I've got so much gravy mix now. I had no idea I would have so much gravy mix. I don't even know if I need it. But okay, so my father told me after you cook all those veggies, and I forgot to mention, when you put the turkey in the oven, you put it on 3 pieces of carrots underneath the turkey. Give it that base. So that and so yeah, so we did that, and the carrots fucking fell apart so easily. So yeah, so I forgot to mention that. But the onions that are from the turkey, you use that, and I made a puree, kind of like I didn't mean to make it a puree. I guess my father just told me just like chop up and I guess dice up the onions after, and they're so good in the gravy. But I pureed it instead. So I think, I don't know if I was doing that right or not, because it sinks to the bottom, and then the gravy stays on top. But when you mix it all together, oh my god. Okay, so what I did was I took those Clubhouse packages that you get at the store for the turkey gravy. So I used 3 packages of those, and 3 liters of the gravy from the turkey. Combine those together, and oh man, I'm just thinking about that fucking gravy on that turkey now. I did last night. Finally, everything was ready to go, and it was so good. There was so much lemon in this turkey. It was blowing my mind. The lemon turkey was so fucking good with the gravy. Oh man. It was really good. Lemon just really made the turkey really good. We'll put it that way. Oh man. It was just, I loved it. Now I have leftovers for a full week. The roommates are all biting into it. Okay, so what I did apparently is I teased the other roommate, and with the turkey, because I've been doing all these fun things for the past week, like I'm swinging the fucking turkey, for God's sakes. In fact, here, let me just quickly show you guys this. This is I can't believe I would do something like this. But I did a lot of fun things with the turkey. I went out on the day I cooked it, and I gave it like its last day of freedom kind of thing. Oh man. And so here's the result. Here's me swinging the turkey. I guess it stopped. What's going on? Why did it stop all of a sudden? Is it okay? Well, that was stupid. It didn't play again. Well, that was a fail. It showed once. It was supposed to be a GIF, but I guess it doesn't want to play GIFs on here for some reason today. Okay, fuck you, OBS. I put a lot of effort into that GIF, and it didn't play. How dare you, OBS, you son of a bitch. I have an audience of like what, maybe 1 or 2 watching. It's very important, you know. I need to triple my audience from 1 to 3. That's super important. Absolutely important. Okay, so yeah, the turkey's downstairs, and I can't wait to eat it again. Anyways, so I didn't get to watch much of football. Because that was my football Sunday. Was thinking of it. It's just cooking this entire goddamn turkey. Now there is one game I got to see, the Seattle Seahawks and the St. Louis Rams game, and that was a fucking intense game, man. Okay, when you go, I think, and they played or was it in the Rams? One of those teams, but it was one hell of a fight, and you got to give the Seattle Seahawks credit for just like sticking it with the Rams, who are supposed to be the Super Bowl champs. After last meeting between those two teams, the Rams demolished the Seahawks. It was not even close. And now for the Seahawks to come very close to beating the Super Bowl favorites, you gotta give the Seahawks credit for that. Okay. So, yeah, that was one game I got to see. I saw a little bit of the Cowboys and Houston game last night. It was back and forth battle, you know? But Dak Prescott, my God, what the fuck has happened to this kid? Dak Prescott does not impress me anymore. I don't even know what my father should do. He's got him in his fantasy league, and he's got Dak Prescott as his backup, but he's got like 3 other quarterbacks. He's got Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, and Dak Prescott. For some goddamn reason, he's holding 4 as trade bait to use against people. I don't know why. Anyways. But Dak Prescott really taking a step back, and they need that weapon. They need Dez Bryant. They absolutely need Dez Bryant. This fucking dumbass that they drafted is not doing shit, I don't think, compared to Dez Bryant. That can score a touchdown in a game if he wants. It's unbelievable. So, yeah. No, it's a little bit of the game I watched, and they won by a field goal in overtime. These goddamn fucking overtimes, man. They're scaring the shit out of me this year. There are so many. Wow. It's like there's a lot of people putting up a lot of points this year because that's what the league wants too. It's absolutely fun for everybody. It's like I really like the point. I really like more people scoring points in that. So that's fun. Let's go over the game, shall we? We start off with the Tennessee Titans against the Buffalo Bills, where the Buffalo Bills surprisingly came victorious over Tennessee, 13-12, the final score in that game. Carolina took on the New York Giants, and Carolina outshined Eli Manning, and they came out victorious by 2 points, 33-31. Very close score, but I think I predicted Carolina to win this game. I apologize, there's something getting caught in my throat. Yeah, 33-31 the final score. Cincinnati Bengals and Miami Dolphins took each other on, and I don't know who I picked in this game. I got to go back and ask JP about this on the Sideline Study podcast tomorrow, which you can watch live tomorrow after SmackDown Live. So make sure you check us out. We haven't decided where we're going to be live broadcasting now. So who knows? Maybe we have a good audience here on Periscope. Who fucking knows? Cincinnati won the game 27-17 over the Miami Dolphins. Fuck you, Dolphins. Even divisional rivals. The Jets can still make a comeback somehow. Cleveland Browns took on their nemesis, the Baltimore Ravens, and surprisingly took the win in overtime in a low-scoring game, but a good game. Cleveland Browns 12-9 over Baltimore Ravens. Now, here's the game I saw a little bit as well. The Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions game. Obviously, the big story is Mason Crosby, one of the greatest Green Bay Packer kickers in history. And he had a bad day. He missed 4 field goals. That is horrible. But he's been with the team for a long time, and oh my God, he's really good too. So a lot of people are freaking out. It's like, do you kick this guy to the curb? What do you do with Mason Crosby? I say keep him. because my God, he had a bad day. But yeah, that's like his only chance to mess up, because oh man, that is brutal. A divisional rival, and it could come back to bite them in the ass, that loss. So that is huge on Mason Crosby fucking up. I say don't cut him though. I say keep him. He's still very consistent as a field goal kicker, except for that one bad day. Oh my God. Kansas City Chiefs took on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this was the game I'm going to be watching. This game, I'm going to give my thoughts about it on tonight's podcast. I'm gonna catch up with a lot of football games today. I have a lot of work to do. Like today, but last week I apologize for being not as active, but I was really focusing on that live blog because I didn't know what the fuck to do with it. So it's like the sideline study. I'm finally like starting to understand where my role is and where it's going. So I don't want to like do the minicast every day. I do like doing blogs, so maybe I'll do like 2 or 3 minicasts a week, and then a couple of days I'll do a blog, because some days are usually quiet. I don't feel like talking. I feel like doing like editing. I've got so much editing to do. I recorded a bunch of podcasts that I have to start editing. So, oh God, my voice is starting to go. I'll get back to the games. 1 second. So yeah, Kansas City, Jacksonville game. I'll give my thoughts on that game on tonight's, because it's just 30-14 was the final score for Kansas City. But I want to watch the game. It's a very important game, and I want to see how these two teams went. Blake Bortles apparently did terrible, so I want to watch that. We'll give my thoughts on that game later on tonight on the Sideline Study minicast after the Monday Night Football game. Now, this is one thing I'm very proud of. The New York Jets defeated the Denver Broncos. Yeah, I proved the panel wrong again. Jets. Oh man. Alright. I don't want to brag too much. It was just the fucking Denver Broncos. Alright, moving on. 34-16 was the final score. Atlanta Falcons took on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a crucial win for the Steelers. They got 41-17 was the final score, and the Dirty Birds, I don't know where they're gonna go, man. There's so much expectations, but I just don't like this offensive coordinator. It's this offense is always up and down, but that defense was absolutely horrible for the Falcons. So I don't want to put too much blame on the offensive coordinator. I don't like the offensive coordinator, because to me he's just always up and down. That's all. It's like with me and Brian Schottenheimer for when he played for the Jets, or when he was the offensive coordinator for the Jets. I didn't like Schottenheimer as an offensive coordinator. Yeah, final score 41-17 was the final score. Los Angeles Chargers took on the Oakland Raiders, and oh my God, the Oakland Raiders look so bad now. With Khalil Mack not there, they look so bad. Oakland should just fucking try and go for like the top pick or something. They look so bad. Not for go for like the best defensive end, because they've got nobody, and they're not going out and they're not signing anybody. They want to go pick up some draft picks this year. So, Oakland Raiders, they're not looking to win their season. They're looking to rebuild. We all know that. 26-10, the final score. Minnesota Vikings against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this is another game I didn't get to watch too much of, but I did see little parts of it, how Carson Wentz apparently just kept getting sacked off. Apparently, the offensive line looks terrible for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is the problem. What's going on with Philadelphia is just they've got all those weapons, but they can't protect. If you can't protect the quarterback, it doesn't matter who's back there, then you're not going to be able to move the ball at all. So that offensive line needs to step their game up for sure for the Philadelphia Eagles if they want to contend in that division. Because it's like, you got to give credit. The Redskins are starting to come along. I'm starting to like the Redskins now. I'm starting to maybe possibly be favorites, just because I don't know how bad the NFC East is to me, in my opinion. So yeah, the final score in that game, 23-21. The final score. Arizona got their very first win of the season against San Francisco 49ers. 28-18. The final score in that game, and I can finally get rid of that intro I had at the beginning of the episode where I say Arizona sucks. Fuck Arizona. They finally won a game, so about time. They definitely needed that over that divisional rival, so good for them. And what else we got here? The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, they ended their game 33-31 was the final score. So close of a game. I'm going to go back and watch that game again. That was a fun game to me to watch. I just because I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan, and I think that was a fun game to watch. So I'm going to go back watch that game. I'm going to go watch the Kansas City game. I'm going to go watch the Green Bay game, see all those missed field goals. I'm going to go see the Minnesota-Philadelphia game. I'm sure I'll watch other games. I don't know if I want to watch the Jets game. It's like, okay, yeah, we won against the Denver Broncos. Okay, I'll move on. And the final game was Dallas Cowboys took on the Houston Texans, and they squeaked out a win over their state rival, the Dallas Cowboys. 19-16 was the final score in that game. My voice is starting to go, ladies and gentlemen. I have been talking for quite a bit. So I'm going to get into all the oh god. Well, I'm going to get into more news on tonight's episode after the Monday Night Football games. That's just because of the fact that it was a busy Thanksgiving week for me. And last week I was all at work. I got home at 5:30, and some of the days I kind of just like passed out after a few hours. So it was just a busy week last week for me. So this week, all dedicated for football and you guys here on Periscope. We are back here on the app, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining this episode of the Sideline Study Midcast. So we'll see you tonight after Monday Night's Football. Peace out.